In the meantime, the Democratic Alliance on Tuesday held a march against gender-based violence. The party says the backlog of DNA samples in gender-based violence, murder and violent crime cases is delaying and denying women justice. The national spokesperson, Siviwe Gwarube, says it is crucial evidence that will allow for the police to convict people who have committed these crimes. She says there are hundreds of thousands of people whose cases cannot be resolved because of the issue.
Of our Constitution, it is these men and women who are meant to protect us, and it's high time that they are empowered to do so. Often the problem is that these men and women are not given the resources they need to keep our communities safe. 8 million rand is spent protecting politicians instead of providing vehicles for our police stations, instead of providing more boots on the ground for our communities. And that's why we are saying to the president today, it's either the women of South Africa or Bheki Cele, but it cannot be both. The man doesn't care about the fight against gender-based violence because he thinks you are lucky if you are raped by one man and not 10. He says, consider yourself lucky if you are not gang raped, and so there can only be one of us. It's either him or us.
Journalist Diana Shiyangwa joins me now from South Africa to discuss the 2022 National Women's Day. By the way, congratulations, Diana. Happy Women's Day. Well, there's been an increased policing in South Africa. Help us make sense of this. Why is there a rise in gender-based violence inspired by what a lot of people are trying to put a finger on?
I think as we have heard from the DA, there is lack of resources from the police, and hence the delay in backlog. So justice is failing women. Justice is failing the victims of gender-based violence.
And when we talk about justice, we heard the president speak there, and we also saw the EFF leader, Julius Malema, all speaking. It seemed as if everyone, irrespective of political divide, is on the same page. Why is it that it's still not getting the attention that it should get, talking about protecting women?
I think the noise is very less. There is silence. The voices of women are only heard on a day like this, where we are celebrating women. The voices of women, the voices of those victims are only heard when in December, when we're launching the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. So there is lack of voices. Those voices are lacking, hence there is so much delay in this. We only saw those campaigns on specific days.
So how can this campaign be sustained beyond National Women's Day?
I lost you for a moment.
I'm asking if the voices only come this loud on occasion of Women's Day, how can it be sustained to go beyond just marking a National Women's Day?
I think for me, every day is Women's Day. Every day we need to speak about these social ills. So every day has to be Women's Day.
Let's look at one aspect which may resonate across the continent, and that's a push for house chores allowances, which has caused quite a number of people talking. I see you smile there. Now, house chore allowances is very key here, knowing that a lot of African women are still not getting proper education owing to some cultural practice. How does this help?
I think that's long overdue.
Oh, long overdue?
Yes, that's long overdue because we still trapped in a culture where women are expected to perform certain roles because of their gender. So I think when this topic came out, I clapped hands because it's been long where women have to be recognized, where women have to be celebrated because of these chores that they do every day.
Well, Diana, help us in covering stories in South Africa. What do you make of the rise in gender-based violence against women? What can you put your finger as a cause? There's been an increase lately, isn't it?
Yes. The numbers are escalating. So I think the issue that is there is that, one, perpetrators are not getting sentenced. It's either they get bail, they rape, they get bail, and the trial takes time. And I think of late we've seen women withdrawing their cases because it's also physically and mentally draining to be attending a case that have taken a very long time to be concluded. So, and also there's so much protection of the perpetrators, hence these cases are rising on a daily basis.
Well, Julius Malema, before I let you go, Julius Malema has just told the women, if you're not getting help from the police, come to the EFF. What about the families? Are they doing enough to speak out against such violence on women and girls?
I think it's a 50-50 situation. Some families, they tend to protect perpetrators because of this mentality. You find that maybe the perpetrator is a family member who is providing. So sometimes it's a 50-50 situation. So it has to balance from both families. Families have to push, especially when a victim comes up and say, I've been raped. Families have to be the one holding those victims and drag them to even not dragging, but take them to the police station.
Journalist Diana Chiyangwa, many thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.